Hi guys, welcome back to Point Blank Dev. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to choose names for our programs and then how to choose names for our variables. For every programming language, variables exist. And what is a variable? A variable is like a container or a storage location you can use to store data for temporary usage throughout your program. Now, there are certain rules, or there is a syntax or a convention we use in Pascal programming to create or declare variables. And then there is a specific way we also follow, or there is a pattern we use in creating or choosing names for our program. So without wasting much time, let's see how we can demonstrate that in our IDE here. So now we start a Pascal program by simply writing the keyword. My tabs is on. By simply writing the keyword program. By simply writing the keyword program, you have started your Pascal program. Then you are going to choose a name for this program. You are going to give it any name. I can decide to write any stuff here, but as you can see, it's meaningless. How would someone even look at your program and then look at stuff like that and you just say, what is this person trying to do? But as part of the rules of choosing name for a program, choose names that are related to what you are trying to do in your program. So for this program, we are not doing anything by just demonstrating. Let's just say demo. Let's just say demo, because we are just demonstrating something. Okay, our program is not doing anything. If we try to run it, we might even get some errors because we are not doing anything. So we are just trying to demonstrate how to choose names for our program and then how to choose variable names for our program. So this is how to choose a variable. This is how to choose an identifier name for a program. Just as the name implies, identifier, how a name you use to identify something or what you use in identifying something. So this is the name we are going to be using to identify this program. We are going to call it demo. Now, when you are choosing an identifier name, your identifier name must start with a letter. It must start with a character. So if I start writing 1, 2, that means I'm wrong. Okay, my identifier name must start with a letter, then followed by a combination of any other characters, but it must first start with a letter. If I just take out this and just write any stuff here, any stuff here, it's going to work. It's going to work. This is my program name. It's going to work. But in the situation whereby my program identifier or my program name does not start with a letter or a character, then that is a syntax error. So now I know that you can prevent yourself from doing that error now. So let's see how we can declare a variable in Pascal. We declare a variable in Pascal by simply writing the keyword var. By simply writing the keyword var. Then, just as we did for program, when you declare a variable var, the next thing that should follow is the variable identifier, the name of the variable you want to create. In our case, let's say num1. We love using num1, and then you end with the semicolon. Now the semicolon is in a way trying to tell the program that this is where our block of code stops. In English language, when you write a sentence, for instance, I am going to school, then at the end of your sentence you put a full stop. Someone reading your sentence will read, and when he reaches school, he's going to stop because he has seen a full stop there. Just as programming works, semicolon is the full stop in programming. Okay, semicolon is the full stop in programming. So what the compiler will do is it will be running. Just watch the way I am highlighting. This is the manner in which, just watch. This is the manner in which the compiler runs. Just watch. It will run. Then when it reaches a semicolon, it's going to stop. Is there any error? No. It will jump to the next line. In this case, our next line is a white space, and white spaces are not executed in any program. I don't know for other languages, but I think for Pascal, for most of the programming languages, well, I think all, white spaces are not executed. The compiler has no time to waste, so it's just going to jump to the relevant stuff. So this is the next line that it will meet. It will still run. It will meet a semicolon here. Now, if there is no error, the whole thing runs. But if there is no error, the program breaks, or let me see, it stops. The execution stops. The program will get compiled, but it will not be executed. So when it runs and reaches here, it will try to return to the next line, but we don't have another line, so it will stop. If everything is cool, it's going to execute. Just as we did for the program, when you are trying to give your variable names or choose identifiers for your variables, you first start with a letter or a character, followed by a combination of any other characters or numbers. Okay, you must first start with a letter. So there's a num1. Now there are instances whereby you might want to have several variables in your program, but instead of doing var num2 and coming down and say var num3, this is taking so much time. As you can see, it's even throwing an error. You see? As you can see, it's even throwing an error. As you can see. You see? So instead of doing this, what we are going to do is we are simply just going to come here and then separate our variables using the comma, and I'll say num2, comma, num3, comma, whatever we have. Okay, this is how to list your variables. Okay, so but there is another way you can still go about it. You have them like this. You come down, when you hit enter, you return to the next line. You can see how it's indented, like it's moved in one tab, a tab in. It's moved in, look at it, it's moved in once. Okay, so in here, you start writing your num4, comma, num5, comma, num6. You stop. Now, this is inheriting this keyword here. Okay, it's inheriting this keyword here. That's why you see it's inheriting it. So you see, it's just num4, num5. It will work fine. So if you want to specify the data type of all these numbers, you are going to do that by simply adding a full column and then the data type. If we say integer, or integer, what's that? Integer. Now, what are integers? Integers are whole numbers from 0 to infinity minus 1 down to whatever number, but they are whole numbers from 0 to infinity. That was, both positive and negative. So we are saying var, our variable num1, another variable num2, another variable num3. All of them are of type integer. Okay. This tutorial is not trying to teach us or give us more understanding on data types, but I want us to just focus on getting how to declare our variables properly. So, but this is how to initialize your data types. So variable num1, num2, num3, all of them are of data type integer. That means they are going to store only integers. That is, they are going to store only whole numbers. Okay, for instance, what example am I going to use now? Now there is a crude oil tank. Now that tank is that identifier. The tank is the container. The tank is only going to store crude oil. So you see it will be written on it crude oil, or maybe it will be written on it crude oil or oil, whatever oil is inside. That's the identifier trying to tell you that that is what is going to be inside. You haven't seen what's inside, but it's written on the body crude oil. Now you have an insight that whatever is going to be in that container is going to be what? Crude oil. This is how data types work. And now you can decide, now this data type, because of this semicolon here, this data type only applies for this first set of variables here. Now these ones are a separate set. If I decide to add them a data type of real, now if I hover, bring my mouse cursor, if I bring it here, you see type real, type double. Now you can see they have their own different data type. So guys, this is how to choose names for your program and then declare your variables, and also specify the data type for your variables. I am so much happy you made it to this class. I'm happy you are making some progress. And then, as usual, like, subscribe, share this video, because you don't know what the video might mean to a friend, a family member, whoever is close to us, our schoolmates. Just share the videos. If you ever want something like this more, just subscribe. Okay, this is it for this video, and then I hope to see you in the next class.